Case People versus Malik Robinson.
Good afternoon.
Malik.
Raymond Cook for the People.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Wendy Barnwell, P42-505, on behalf of Mr. Malik Robinson, who should be in the courtroom. He is. There he is.
He is. State your name.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Malik Robinson.
You need to take your hands out of your pockets.
Malik Robinson.
Okay, what are we doing?
Your Honor, in this case, two things are being addressed. Number one is a request to allow him to do out-of-state travel. I did provide the court with an employment letter. He did not have a hard copy as it was emailed to him, and he did not have time to go to print it out. So I did send that to.
I printed out my staff printed out the letter from a last name Lindsay supervisor at Blitz. So I see that. Okay. And it's the prosecutor seen it?
Yes, Your Honor, I received a copy of that letter.
Okay, very good. And that basically the work-related travel we were kind of going through last time. That's from the 19th through the 27th only, and to one state. So it's not like going various places. It's just to North Carolina. Everybody's going to North Carolina today. All right, so we can address that.
Okay, sorry about that.
No, I can address that. What else? What are we doing on this case?
The second thing is that there's been a plea offer. It looks like I need to really go over it with my client some more. The plea offer was made when we were in court earlier this week, but this case was not up on that day. And today I received a written order. So we're asking, I'm available on January 29th and also on February 19th.
Okay. So I can, first of all, I will order that the defendant may travel to the state of North Carolina from, and let me ask this young man, I don't know if you're aware or not. Did the 19th and the 27th, are those include your travel days?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So you can travel to North Carolina the 19th through the 27th. If I do that, Ms. Barnwell, and I set this for the 29th, is that going to be enough time between today and the 19th before he leaves, and then the 27th? Well, you really are only going to have the 28th then, and then be in court.
Yeah, that could become a problem. So I'm thinking that I'm available on the 19th of February. I'm not available on the 5th. I heard you calling that date earlier on.
I also have the 12th.
You said the 12th?
Yeah, I have the 5th or the 12th. I also have the 19th, but.
The 5th, I'm supposed to be in a jury trial. The 12th, it's an appointment that has been put off over and over again.
All right. Any objection to the 19th?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Such a probable cause conference to February 19th, 2026, 9 a.m. or as your invite indicates, that'll give you and your counsel enough time to do that. And as indicated, his bond will continue. I've given the defendant permission to travel to North Carolina from the 19th of January to the 27th.
No, Judge, does that entail taking off that tether? Do you still have on the tether, Mr.
I think he still has on the tether. It does not entail taking off the tether.
Can I ask that the tether be removed or not? Can I ask?
People have
I'm just concerned because I believe the tether is also ordered on his felony matter. I'm not sure the court has jurisdiction.
Got it. The one that went up.
Correct. I can double check to make sure there was a condition there. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Gosh, if I wish I'd known that, we would have kept that case down here. Definitely that case went up because you waived up. I remember because we set the bond so that it would match what we do here today. But I don't have jurisdiction over that tether any longer.
Okay, well, I hopefully it's viable.
Here's what I'll do. I will indicate in this case that if the tether, I don't have that case number anymore, we'll find it. But if the tether is released in the felony case, that we will release it in this case.
And Your Honor, I'm looking at the notes. I can't confirm that. Looks like it was ordered on the felony case. And if the court wants that case number, I do have it.
Yeah, if you get that to Ms. Weidling.
I'll team, sir.
Okay, to get that to her. So that way we're gonna kind of do the opposite of what we did with the travel thing. I'll just say that if that court releases him from the tether, he'll be released from the tether in this case also. Okay?
I'm not sure
That's
if it's a viable thing that people can travel out of state with a tether. I'm thinking it is. It
No,
wasn't
he
years
can.
ago. Okay, good.
No, he can. Hey, it won't be a problem if he travels out of state with the tether. So, they can go all the way around the world.
Wow, that's amazing. Great
is.
progress.
I don't know about that, but
It
is
wasn't
what it
years
is.
ago.
yes. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Be safe on your travel.
Thank you.
Does he have to go anywhere to show the order from today, or does it go automatically to the tether
You
people?
mean in terms of his travel?
Lisa
That's
Kurtzatawa, also on behalf of Mr. Wilson.
Oh, you're special. You got two. Anyway. All right.
You know, Miss Castles will never give up a chance to be in front of you, Judge.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Absolutely.
And did you state your name, sir?
Yes, Aiden Wilson.
All right. I have before me a plea form, if that's what we're doing, that indicates that defendant would be pleading guilty to the charge of using, oh, I gotcha, using a computer to commit a crime with the maximum imprisonment, the crime, the underlying or predicate crime being under or 1 year or less.
Terribly worded statute.
Yes, it is. That itself is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration, a $5,000 fine plus court costs. Upon a successful plea to that charge, count one would be dismissed. There is also an agreement that the prosecutor will recommend sentence under HIDA. That's the court's full understanding of the agreement. Is that correct, counsel?
That is correct, Your Honor. Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. May I have the defendant sworn, please?
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so you got?
Yes,
Lower your hand, say and spell your name.
Aiden Wilson, AIDEN WILSON.
All right. Sir, it is this court's understanding that you are going to be pleading guilty to the charge of using a computer to commit a crime with the maximum imprisonment less than 1 year or 1 year or less. Is that correct?
Yes,
You understand that? That itself is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration or $5,000 plus court costs. You understand that?
yes, sir.
All right. Understanding all of that, do you still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, sir.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now, you understand that by pleading guilty, you will not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, sir.
All right. You signed an advice of rights form. Is that correct?
I believe so. I told them they could sign it.
On your behalf?
Yes.
Okay. So you caused it to be signed. Do you have any questions regarding any of those rights?
No, sir.
All right. You'll see a copy on the podium. Please look at paragraph 5. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand that by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights that are contained on that form.
Yes, sir.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
I'm sorry, what?
You're giving up your right to appeal of right,
Yes, sir.
which means if you don't like your sentence or the fact that you have a conviction, you can't automatically appeal. You would have to ask permission of the higher court, that being the circuit court, to appeal that. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Are you on probation?
No,
Are you on parole?
no, sir.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plea?
No, sir.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you in any way?
No, sir.
You're doing this voluntarily
Yes, sir.
of your own free will?
Yes.
And because You believe that you're indeed guilty of this offense?
Yes, sir.
On the date of May 20th, 2025, at the location of 1300 Campus Parkway, Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan. And I don't know if counsel, you wanted to voir dire regarding
Please,
this.
Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Yes. So on the date stated by Judge Simpson, were you at Saline High School located at 1300 Campus Parkway, Pittsfield Township, Washtenaw County, State of Michigan?
Yes.
All right. And then while there, were you approached by a student resource officer?
Yes.
And did you send images of another without permission?
Yes.
And did this cause a member or members of the public to express their agitation publicly?
Yes.
All right. Your Honor, I believe that's satisfied the factual basis.
All right, and just so that I'm clear, I'd be taking sort of a disorderly person or disturbing the peace as the underlying offense, the predicate offense for the computer crime. Is that what?
Correct.
Pardon?
So I suppose that could work.
Yeah, I think that's where we're trying to head with that. All right. Okay, sir, I do have to advise you that if I accept your plea, if between the time I accept your plea and the time of sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined under the Michigan court rule, that the court would no longer be bound by any sentence evaluation and recommendation. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea. You understand that?
Yes.
All right. Counsel, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
All right. And have I complied with the court rule, and would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
You are satisfied, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Pre-sentence investigation and report is ordered at 14A1 probation. Sentencing in this matter will be February 11th.
Yes, at 9 a.m.
February 11th, 2026, 9 a.m. before me.
Your Honor,
Bless
may we address our client's tether,
You may.
Ms. Castles?
All right. As condition of his bond, Mr. Wilson is ordered to have a tether. Part of his motivation for obtaining assignment to height of probation is he intends on enlisting in the Army as soon as possible. With having this tether, he's not able to complete his physical or other requirements that he needs in order to enlist. In the time that he's been on bond, he's had no violations. There was one time that it went off, but that was a misunderstanding. He had permission, was not in violation. For those reasons, we would be asking that his tether be able to be removed in the time prior to sentencing.
So when he's looking to enlist, is that the deal?
Yes,
In the Army?
yes.
Okay, well, I won't hold that against him. Okay. It's a Navy joke. Don't worry about it, young man. All right. Is there any objection from the people at all?
No, Your Honor, and if I may, that might be a reason for the sentence more so than. If the court would be
So I don't know that I have enough information to immediately sentence him and then grant him HIDA. That's going to be my problem. Otherwise, I would do that.
But no objection from the people.
All right, so I will modify his bond to remove the tether. Okay. When were you looking to try to enlist, or that process?
I've been looking to for a while now. I've been stopped by this. I'm looking to do it as soon as possible.
Okay. I mean, you'd be trying to do it within the next month, certainly, right?
Yes.
I mean, okay, let's see what we can do here.
Your Honor, he did
Um,
have some appointments already that he rescheduled because of the tether and him
Tether,
having
he
to come to
can't,
court.
right. So the important thing would be the other question I'm gonna have is, can he enlist with a HIDA? That's,
We believe
Okay.
so.
okay, so we'll figure that out. I think the important thing is to try to get him to sentencing as soon as possible. Can you call down to Miss Polera and see my next
So your next sentencing is actually January 28th, at 12.
28th at 12?
Yes.
Okay, see if. You're local, young man?
Celine.
You live in Saline? Oh, that's local. All right. Ask Teresa if she can do me a favor. If you could. Could she see this gentleman and see if we can just put him on a special date? Like,
Your Honor, I don't mean to cut you off. May I approach just briefly?
sure. Well,
I understand. I think it's information that you need to know.
oh, okay. All right, counsel, stay right there. I'm gonna go into a bench conference, but it's a bit awkward for me to do that over Zoom. I'm gonna call my last case and then step off, talk to you, Mr. Kennedy, and you guys, okay? So we can try to figure something else out for this young man. All right, you can just have a seat right in that chair at the table.
This one?
Yeah, yep, you can sit right
Thank you, Your
there.
Honor.
Thank you.
Court calls the case, People versus Caitlin Davidson.
Andrew Childers appearing on behalf of the people. Did Mr. Goldstein log off?
We have Burgess.
It's like the third time it's happened. I keep coming up here and nobody.
Oh, it is
hold on.
Burgess, you're right.
Don't yell at me yet. I haven't even gotten your name.
Well, we have not heard from Mr. Burgess today. Ms. Constantino. She told me. Indicated that he was in Slade's court this afternoon, which is where she.
Okay. State your name.
Caitlin Davidson.
All right, you were saying what?
I was just saying, I've been coming a few times. Every time I came, nobody's been here. And I've been having to go. I live like 45 minutes away in Detroit, so it's like an inconvenience for me. I was gonna see next time if I can appear on Zoom.
Hold on a second. Let's try to figure out where your attorney is. We have not heard from Mr. Burgess.
That's correct.
Have you talked to your attorney? You haven't.
I got arrested. I got pulled over and then I got arrested. And then this felony, I don't know. I don't even know what this is for. I don't know why I'm here in court.
You're here. Well, you were arraigned on these. Didn't you? You had to appear before another judge.
Yeah, that's when I was in jail. And then
Right.
Yeah.
And they told you what you were charged with. So if you don't remember what you're charged with, I will let you know that you're charged with sealing and retaining a financial transaction device like a credit card or something like that without consent of the owner. The owner, that's one. And the other is illegal possession of a financial transaction device. Both of those are felonies punishable by up to 4 years incarceration. Okay. Case update. So originally she had the public defender back in December.
And this defendant has a co-defendant, Your Honor, that we called earlier in the morning, which was Miss Olive is the last name, Jada Olive. And she has one case represented, one case Mr. Bird represents her, and the other case the public defender's office represents her, which probably has created the conflict.
Got it. Okay. And what did we do with that, with the
That-
Olive case?
Unfortunately, it's set for an exam on the 27th in front of Judge Barr, which creates a bit of a headache, but you know, it is what it is.
Oh dear. Yeah, I didn't know. Otherwise I wouldn't have allowed that one to be set because they would have remained together. Okay. You don't need to worry about that. That's not anything that's gonna be non-beneficial to you.
I suppose for
Um,
what it's worth, Judge, if we put it over a week, it's not like we would, the shorten, if Miss Davidson wants an exam as well, those witnesses are already coming on the
Got it.
27th, notice has been sent, so the short notice is not a big deal.
Okay, we can try that. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. And I always get in trouble when I try to make everybody happy. That's why I try to make everybody mad. But I'm gonna adjourn your case out a week. Okay? She's come down here from that faraway land of Detroit. Really? That's an easy breezy drive.
No,
Yeah.
that's like 48 minutes.
What?
48 minutes. That's not easy breezy.
48 minutes?
To come sit here, to come to court, no one ever shows up for me. That is, no.
Yeah, but it's not the drive. It's 48 minutes. Sometimes it can take that long to get to Saline because there's no direct route. All right. What I'll do is I'm going to adjourn it out a week. So that way, if it's going to be set for an exam, we can maybe put it on the 27th.
Okay.
Ms. Whiteling, I'm going to let her appear via Zoom. Okay. I'll just give you that permission now.
Okay.
And then we'll send an email to Mr. Burgess. Let him do that. So I'm going to set it for the 22nd, 2026 at 9. I set it at 9, but you'll get, there's a block that it will be set in, the time of day that it will be set. And your bond will continue.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
That way she doesn't make that long drive again. Take care, young lady.